Yo, YouTube, what's up? This is Talking Crazy 88, back again for another episode of the Balcony Chronicles. And I'm just sitting on my balcony enjoying the evening in an undisclosed location on the balcony. As you can see, like people like myself have to get ready for work in the morning. Well, anyway, there's always gonna be niggas everywhere trying to fuck everything up. So I just want to know how's your week going thus far? Because it's been going really, really quick. Like I said, it's been jihad, and I have to spend another year in this goddamn city. You gotta make some money, people. I'm making some money. Don't get me wrong. I'm making some money, but shit. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys what I was thinking about earlier today while I was at work, and certainly about my last conversation I had with you guys about a friend of mine who was dating this old broad, and he got dumped by an old broad. I mean, you can also say some simp shit. Yeah, simping. You go out there, you have a good time, then all of a sudden, she just said, "Fuck it, it's not a match," and then go on about her business. Well, he did the right thing by deleting her number out of his phone, and never contacting that bitch ever again. The reason why I'm harping on this because I'm in my 40s, I'm about 4 years from 50. All right, never been married, no children, no bitches out there, black bitches out there. There ain't nothing wrong with me. I just had no. As soon as I turned 35, and I didn't find a decent woman I could have a family with, I just said fuck it. So I'm drinking a vodka cranberry. Some good shit, man. Healthy. It's healthy too. We're gonna have some gin next time, probably over the weekend. But anyway. So anyway, I'm in my fifth. I'm damn near pushing 50. Have I accomplished a lot? Probably not. Not as much as I should have. Is there still time for me? Anything's possible whenever. Anything possible if you're still breathing. But I just want to tell the young folks out there, just don't waste your time chasing after these hoes, especially these American. Well, you can do whatever you want. If you want to waste your time and your life with these Americanized bitches, go for it. I decided not to do that shit anymore. After what happened to my boy, I said, nah, fuck that. No more, no more punk ass bitches over 35. All right, because they have some issues. When they turn 35, they either don't want to be with a man, they think they do, but they don't want to be with a man. They want to be alone for the rest of their life because they understand that no dude is checking for them. No dude is gonna wife up a 50, 60, even a 70-year-old man, unless he's a simp. You understand what I'm saying? Unless he's 50 and 60 and 70 years old and a simp that he just needs to have a woman around in his bed. Me, on the other hand, I mean, If I do, that's great. If I don't, I'm all right. I'm cool. So that's why I'm not, I'm nobody over 50 anymore. Anybody over 35 anymore. It has to be 25 to 35 for me because, yeah, like I said before, you're gonna have a bitch that don't want to have a man in their life that may date you a few times and dump you and figure out, they have their nerve to be a little bit too picky about who they want to bring around, who they want to date. This is the age where, they now become picky of who they date. When they're in their 20s and the 30s, they were just fun fucking like rabbits. And they don't, and believe it or not, they just fun fuck. They don't go after the nice guys. They don't go after the good guys. They go after these motherfuckers that want to run through them. You just have to have game to get with American women, and you have to master your game. I ain't got time for that. I'm too lazy to have game. I'm just a simple guy. I'm not trying to game any chick. I don't want no chick to game me. I'm not paying your cell phone bill, your rent, or any of that shit. I'm not a cash machine. I'm not giving you any goddamn money. Go fuck yourself. Go get a job at rallies and shit. I mean, come on, people. When you're at this age, the game should stop. But it just keeps going with these American ass women. I don't understand it. It don't make no goddamn sense. So, needless to say, if you do get with a 50-year-old woman or a 40-year-old or 40 or 50-year-old woman, and they actually want a man, and when they get one, they're gonna give you a hard time for just being in their presence. They seem disgusted that you're in their life. So either way, they're gonna be alone. These old bitches are gonna be alone. So my advice to all you young people out there: just keep dating. Always date young and trade up. And the older you get, you trade up. Okay? If you're at dating age at 35 right now, you're young men out there and you haven't been married yet, don't go after a 35-year-old bitch. Go after a 25-year-old woman. Okay? Go after somebody that's younger and hotter and prettier. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you go after these old bitches, man, you're just going to have nothing but problems. Continually trade up. See, this is my goal. As soon as a bitch turns 35, I have to cut them off. Or get a divorce. Sorry, that's the rule. Gotta cut you. Words of Bernie Mac in House Party 2. Woo! I'm sorry, House Party 3. Woo! That's the rule. I'm gonna have to cut you. That's the rule. Cut you. So anyway. You just need to get rid of them as soon as they get too old to act, when they start acting a fool and not getting in line. All right? Well, first of all, you shouldn't be dealing with American. Well, first of all, I'm not dealing with any more American women anymore. After November, this is it, man. I ain't dealing with no more American women. I got my passport, got my money right, I got my job, I got a career. I'm good, people. I'm good. I'm good, money. I'm good, cuz. I don't need any bullshit from these American women. Y'all can go ahead and run game on these hoes. I ain't got time for that shit. So anyway, let me go ahead and talk about Dan Gasby. because a lot of these black bitches running around, dragging this brother. Now, Dan Gasby was the husband of Barbara Smith, better known as B. Smith, who was a model, a restaurateur, an entrepreneur. She was the Martha Stewart, a food enthusiast. She was the Martha Stewart. Well, she predated Martha Stewart. And they've been married for almost 18 years up until her death earlier this year from Alzheimer's disease. Now, when he was diagnosed with the disease and she told him, look, I understand that I'm going to be losing my mind soon. You should go on with life. You can have your girlfriend. You can do whatever you want. You can move on with life without me. Now, if it was me, I would never honor that. I would never honor her request, my wife's request. If my wife had made a request like that, I would never honor it. But apparently he did. And he fell for another woman who happens to be Caucasian, who happens to be white, brought her into the home. And they both took care of his wife while in the home. So this had a girlfriend while his wife was terminally ill and losing her mind. And if this was someone that was in the privacy of their own home and their marriage, they weren't public figures. I mean, do your thing. Still not a good look, but do your thing. But because both Dan Gasby and B. Smith were public figures and in the public eye, it's not a good look, player. But I understand, either way. But who am I to say that? Who am I to say what goes on in another person's marriage? Okay. Now, he's being dragged because now his white girlfriend just up and left him, and he's doing it. He was on the interview crying about that shit. So not only he lost his wife for 18 years, that they've been together for 18 years in a loving relationship as a black couple. After 8 months, his snow bunny left him. And these black bitches are running around clowning this nigga. Now, I'm not going to clown the brother because everybody has a right to run their own marriage and their own lives the way they want to run it. And I ask these black women running around who's clowning him, let me ask you this. First, are you married? Second, have you seen somebody that was married taking care of someone that's terminal? It's a very, very stressful to take care of someone that's terminally a partner. You know how I know? Because I normally don't talk about my life and my people in my life. But my father, he passed away about 11 years ago of cancer. And my mother took care of him up until the day he died. And it was very waning on all of us, all on the family. It's not easy to go through it. And I pray to everybody else that's listening to this podcast, avoid the unavoidable. You're going to have to go through some bullshit. You're going to go through some shit. All right, I'm back, gang. In sickness and health, till death do you apart. Okay? People forget about those last 4 words in the vows, in your wedding vows. in sickness and health, till death do your part. Excuse me, 5 words, whatever. But whatever, you know what the fuck I mean. But a lot of y'all black women that like to clown this brother, you know, put yourself in his shoes. And you tell me whether he did the right thing or not. I can't say that he did the right thing or not. I'm not in his shoes. And who am I to judge another person on how they handle their grief, how they grieve for their loved one, how they handle their loved one, how, bringing another person in a stressful situation like that? Shit. Now, the Snow Bunny probably was looking for a payday or looking for something or whatever it is. I don't know. We'll never know. I don't even think this nigga knows why that bitch was there. But we'll never know, and we'll never find out about it. So we're just gonna leave it alone. But I just wanted to say something to these punk ass bitches that like to clown this brother. Be very careful who you point your finger at and shake your finger at, because 3 fingers are definitely coming back at you. Let's show some respect to. See, this is the reason why black folks are the way we are right now, because we have no respect for one another. Okay? Including myself. Because a lot of y'all don't deserve any respect. The way y'all treat each other. But I'll go into another podcast later on. But listen, let me get the fuck out of here because I'm done with my vodka cranberry. Let me get the fuck out of here. This is Talking Crazy 88, and I am out of here, people. And black folks, let's be careful out there, all right?